wherever you are, just find an easy seat sitting upright. So I'm gonna sit in easy seat position with my legs crossed. Bring your hands to either themselves so you can have your fingertips kind of lightly touch and just allow them to lay in your lap, or I always like to just kind of rest my hands on my knees or my thighs. And we're just going to get started in our meditation this morning, really focusing on the space that we're in. So whether that's a physical space, the actual physicalities of the room that you're in, or your mental space on what's going on internally within you, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or whatever it is that is calling to you today. So we're going to begin to kind of really acknowledge the space that we're in, truly embrace it, and just allow ourselves to feel it, because we're constantly, as we're going through this transition and we're going through so many different changes in life, we're entering into new spaces. And right now these spaces are going by really quickly, or they're staying there really long. So it's kind of good for us to allow ourselves to embrace the space that we're in, to observe the space that we're in, and then keep moving forward into a new space, but still allowing ourselves to feel everything within it. So we'll get started today. Begin to kind of soften out your body, soften any body parts. Just settle into where you are, relax your shoulders down your back. Become aware of everything around you with your eyes still open, all of your scents and smells and what you hear and what you see, what you taste, what you feel. And then slowly begin to just close your eyes. Begin to come inward. Begin to start to acknowledge your breath. So just breathing on your own still, but becoming aware of it. How does it feel? Do you feel heavy this morning? Or do you feel nice and light and free? What is it? How do you feel? Take a nice long inhale through your nose, fill up. Exhale, heavy sigh out, let it go. Let's do that 2 more times all together. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale, release, let it go. And once more, just like that, breathe in. Hold it at the top right now. Exhale, release any stale air you're still holding on to. We're going to begin to just activate our Ujjayi breath that we're going to use throughout our meditation this morning. So breathing in through our nose, breathing out of our nose, creating that oceanic sound in the back of our throat, but still using the same intensity as if we were breathing out of our mouth. So once more, all together, breathe in, breathe out. Now continuing to breathe just like that at your own pace, your own rhythm, your own intensity. We're going to begin to soften different parts of our body. So removing the tongue from the top of your mouth, relaxing your forehead muscles, unclenching your jaw, rolling your shoulders down your back, allowing your stomach to expand, getting light in your sit bones, disengaging your calf muscles, and allowing your ankles to fall to where they may be. Get nice and soft in your space. Get nice and soft in your breath. Get nice and soft in your mind. Now we're going to begin to truly acknowledge the space that we are in right now. And like I said earlier, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally. We're going to acknowledge every aspect of it so we can truly feel where we are, we can embrace where we are, and most importantly, we can feel empowered by the space that we are in. So we're going to go through our 5 senses and dissect each one until we can truly be where we need to be. So starting with touch, what do you feel? Are your hands resting on your legs? Are your fingertips touching? Or are you lying your hands on the ground? Is the surface beneath them soft, rough, smooth? Is it what you thought it would feel like? Is it what you want it to feel like? Become in tune with the texture of what's beneath you, of what you're touching, of how it feels. And then take a breath in, fill up. Exhale, release. Moving on to your scent. What does the room you're in smell like? What do you smell like? Is it a good aroma that's filtering around? Is it something you don't prefer? What is that smell? Is it strong? Or do you not smell anything at all? Begin to acknowledge that. Feel that scent as you inhale through your nose and you exhale out of your mouth. Now we keep moving forward to our taste. As you swallow, do you taste the cup of coffee you had this morning? Or maybe it was a cup of tea. Did you eat breakfast and still have that taste in your mouth? Or have you not fed your body anything yet? And your mouth is tasteless. What do you taste as you swallow? Have you even realized that you are tasting something? Or have you disregarded it altogether? Right now, become aware of what that taste is. Become aware of what you thought it was. And then become aware of what you would want it to be. Take a breath in. Release. Moving forward to what you hear. What do you hear in the room around you? Are you alone? Do you hear the birds chirping outside? Or are your kids running around? Is your husband calling your name? Are you being pulled in 20 different directions because you hear so many different things going on, rather than just hearing the silence that's present right now for you and hearing this space that is exactly where you are? What do you hear? And now our last sense, which is my favorite, especially right now as our eyes are closed, is what do you see? Because we can look at this in two different ways. Pretending, what do you see on the outside? Before you closed your eyes, what did you see? What was in the room around you? What was in your space? But as your eyes are closed, it allows us to move inward. What do you see inward? What do you see within you? What attributes make up you? Who are you? What do you see? Keep repeating those questions to yourself of what do you see and who are you? And allow those answers to come into your space. Allow them to make up your space. I'm going to hold silence for you for the next few moments as you begin to acknowledge and dive a little bit deeper into each scent and see how they make up your space. Become aware with it, sit with it, and be it. I will tell you when it's time to open your eyes or to move around. But for now, let's just be still. Let's just be in our space. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, release. 2 more cleansing breaths just like that. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, release. 1 last final one. As you begin to feel empowered by the space that you're in, the space that you've created. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Exhale, heavy sigh out, let it go. You can flutter your eyes open at your discretion whenever you're ready. That is it for our meditation this morning. Thank you all so much for letting me guide you and following along. I'm all about this creating new spaces right now as we're entering in and we're navigating through different times and we're trying to figure it all out. We're entering into so many different spaces physically, mentally, and emotionally that sometimes we kind of disregard where we are and we kind of disregard what actually is going on, and it's just an in and out process rather than acknowledging everything that this space has to bring you or the opportunity that you get to create your own space. So I'm super excited that you guys all joined us this morning. We do have yoga on Thursday at 5:30, so tune in for that, and then another meditation on Friday at noon to start your weekend. So thank you all so much. Have a